Alright, this is Jason with the Primal Outdoors channel. If you guys have been following me on Facebook, you guys have been seeing photos of me out using my new drifter trailer from Rincon, Georgia. Steve from Drifter Trailer delivered this to me at the Overland Expo in Flagstaff, and I've been using it really regularly ever since. It's going to be a great upgrade for me going from the trailer and tent, and I'll kind of explain that a little bit later. But a lot of you guys on Instagram have been asking for a walk around, so let's move around to the front and we'll work all the way to the back, and I'll show you guys everything about this trailer. And then at the end, we'll kind of talk a little bit of why I decided to go with this route and some of the decision making that went behind the design of this trailer. Alright guys, so the front of the trailer is fairly basic. The one thing that you are going to find that's different is it does have the max coupler articulating hitch versus the ball hitch. You'll have cables instead of chains, which is nice. You do have a good 7-way connector because this trailer does come with trailer brakes, which I really like with a trailer. Even a trailer this side, I really feel like trailer brakes are a must to have and make pulling the trailer much nicer, so having that's really nice. The frame is very sturdy, and you got the centerpiece actually extends all the way through the frame all the way to the back, so that way you can plug a receiver into the back and actually recover the trailer from the back, be able to recover the trailer and the truck together without actually hurting your trailer or damaging the frame in any way. You also have a really nice big box on the front for storing gear. I'm using it to kind of store my propane tanks and my solo stove, but I also intend to actually get some jerry can mounts and set those up here for extra fuel for the vehicles, and also maybe some extra water up in this area. Let's go around the front and we'll start kind of talking about the cabin and some of the rest of the trailer. Alright, so coming back and around to the passenger side. So this is the passenger side of the vehicle. This is the side that the door is on. And the reason for that is if you pull up on the side of a highway or anything and you want to get in the trailer, you're going to be on the off side of moving traffic. You're not going to be trying to get into the trailer or have to do things on the same side of the traffic. So having the door and access to the trailer on the passenger side is really handy. Now, kind of moving down to the tires and wheels, you have steel wheels on with Mickey Thompson Deegan 38 tires. Again, like I mentioned before, you do have trailer brakes, and this is on Dexter axle that's been designed for the width of this trailer, and then it's got shocks. This I think is a really good system. I find that between this trailer and my old trailer that had timbering axles, that this trailer actually rides much better on the trails and bounces a whole lot less. The fenders are very sturdy. You can stand on these fenders, no problem. You can actually use them as a great way to stand up and get anything up off the top of your trailer. And then the other thing I really like about it is that they're nice and wide, and you can use as a makeshift table. And there's nothing going on with the design of the trailer that is inhibiting you from making full use of this as a nice table. So I'm really liking that. As you can see, I've got my camshaft here and everything set up. To access the trailer, you do have a nice door that has a latch. It is keyed latch, and then you can also lock the door from the inside. So once you get inside, you can actually lock yourself in if you have any concerns. The inside of the trailer, you have a floor space of 60 by 80 inches, so that will hold a queen-size mattress. And the trailer actually does come with a 4-inch queen-size mattress inside, and I have actually added another 3-inch memory foam mattress because I'm pretty much living out of this trailer, so a good night's sleep to me is a must. But this gives me a lot of space for me and the dogs. The tallest point, you're looking at about 43 inches, so there's plenty of headroom and plenty of space. Inside you have a nice shelf for putting some gear, and then the floor itself underneath the mattress is laminate floor, so it's really nice. The mattress that actually comes folds up, and you can actually turn it into a small couch, and then you got the laminate floor underneath. You also have an access hole to get back to the back storage, which we'll get to in a minute. And that pretty much covers the inside of the trailer. There is some basic lighting inside the trailer, basic LED lighting, but that pretty much covers that. On the outside of the trailer, the box itself is actually made of cabinet grade birch plywood, and then he primers it to seal everything, and then the puts a good solid rubber coating on this. This is very similar to Linux or Rhinoliner, but it's actually a product that he found that worked better than Linux and Rhinoliner. He tested the 3 of them by painting a piece of wood, throwing it in water for 5 weeks, and after the 5 weeks, the other 2, the Linux and Rhino-lined piece of wood had swelled up. This one did not swell up. So this the trailer is very well sealed, so you can be assured that you're not going to end up with any drips or leaks. Over the door you have drip caps, and you got drip caps actually over both the door and the window. You have one of these windows with that can be opened on both sides of the trailer, so you can get some ventilation that way. There are screens on the windows so that you can open them up. You don't have to worry about mosquitoes or whatever getting in. But you also have vents on both sides of the trailer so you can get airflow inside the trailer that way. The door itself can be opened. There's a nice little latch mechanism here that will allow you to actually open the door and latch the door open, and to keep it open so it's not blowing around in the wind. It's a very nice latch. I've used the latches on other trailers and they were kind of chintzy. This one's very well securely connected, so you don't have to worry about it, the wind catching it and ripping it off the trailer. So that's really nice. Up on top here, I have a unistrut rack. Now the trailer itself does not actually come with a rack. This was something that I asked, as that the trailer not actually come with a rack, because I wanted to build just a simple rack out of unistrut, and it works very well. I was able to add this CVT awning, and you'll see later on the other side that I have my road shower connected to the other side. But this is a very inexpensive way to put a rack on this end. It's a lot cheaper than a off-the-shelf rack from another company, though. And it gives you a lot of flexibility, and you can buy parts from it anywhere at any home improvement store like Home Depot or Lowe's. So really like this setup. In fact, me and Steve actually built this in the Home Depot parking lot in a couple hours. So it was super easy, and it's very versatile and very easy to mount stuff on top of it. Let's go around to the back and we'll talk about the storage compartment. All right, so coming around to the back of the trailer, you got a big access door here that gets you with a couple of latches that are lockable, and that gets you access to your storage area of the trailer. You got a good area here that's 21 inches by 28 inches tall by 60 inches wide. And then also down in this area, there's some storage, and that can be accessed by 2 doors that open up with hinges, and there's a lot of storage down below here. So that's really nice for storing your gear. You also have access, again, like I said before when I was talking about the cabin, you have an access port so that you can actually get to gear that's back here from inside the living space. On the back here, you also have your tail lights. So you got your basic standard tail lights, which are going to give you turn signal and brake, and your nighttime running lights and everything. But he also put in some really nice bright reverse lights, so that way when you're reversing you can see behind the trailer really well. And then down on the sides underneath the frame, he put in a couple little kicker lights that shine light down at the tires, so that way you can see where your tires are at when you're backing up. So that's a really nice added feature. Also, like I mentioned before, you have the receiver that comes out here, so you can put a little receiver plug inside there and be able to recover the trailer and the truck, or your whatever rig you're pulling with from there. And then of course you have a drip cap here as well to keep water from dripping in when you have the door open. Let's go around the other side and I'll show you a couple things on the driver's side of the trailer. All right, so the big difference you're going to find on this side of the trailer is that you have a full-size spare over here instead of a door. I think it's awesome that this trailer has come with a spare tire, and it's mounted on a mount that's actually connected down to the frame of the trailer, so it's very securely mounted. It's not going to come off or damage the trailer in any way. It's not actually connected to the body of the trailer, so when you're going down a bouncy trail or anything, you don't have to worry about the weight of the tire putting undue stress on the trailer. So nice secure mounted spare tire. I think that's a great feature. Also over here you have the other vent for venting the trailer. You have your other window, drip cap over the window, and then what I added is my road shower, which is great for taking showers on this side of the trailer, and has actually been working out really well for me. All right, so that pretty much completes a full walk around of the trailer. At this point, you guys are noticing that this is a really basic trailer, and that's exactly what I wanted when I talked to Steve at Drifter about a Primal Outdoors Edition trailer. I saw a lot of really nice trailers at Overland Expo, and many of them had a lot of very fancy features like full kitchens with running water and power and heated water and you know, you name it, they had it. But those trailers often ran in the neighborhood of $20,000, $30,000 to $40,000 for a small overland setup, which I felt like was probably out of the price range for a lot of people, and definitely out of my price range for sure. So what I wanted was a basic package that somebody could get started with, something that you could, you know, purchase for a decent amount of money and be able to hook up to your vehicle and get going with right away. And then as you get using it and decide how you want it set up, that you could start tweaking it yourself and tailor it to your own needs. So the price point that I was going for, I kind of challenged Steve with, is I said, I want this to basically compete with a very basic cargo style trailer that you would put a rooftop tent on. And so if you start looking at those type of trailers, you're going to be looking at anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 for the trailer, and anywhere from probably $1,500 to $2,500 plus for a rooftop tent. So if you combine that, you're going to be $8,000 to $10,000 for that type of setup, but you're still going to have a tent to set up. With this trailer here, you're going to be looking at $10,950, and you've got a good secure place to sleep, and there's no tent to set up. So that means if you show up somewhere and it's pouring rain, you can just open it up and climb in. And if it's been raining and it's time to go, you don't have a wet tent to have to put away and then deal with later when you get home. You know, you just have your, you know, you just basically shut up the doors, you know, hook it back up to the rig, and down the road you go. This trailer is going to be a great upgrade for me for those very reasons, because now that I'm full-time overland and I'm pretty much living out of this trailer all the time, it's really nice not to have to every night set up a tent, you know, because I move around a lot and I don't like having to set up a tent every single night, especially the times where I'm traveling and maybe I just want to stop and sleep for a few hours and then I'm just going to get up and start traveling right away. There's very little setup that I have to do here to have a comfortable night's sleep. You know, basically I can show up, open up the door and climb in. If I want to cook something, it's just a matter of throwing my stove out on the fender here and hooking up my propane tank, making some coffee in the morning, and then throwing the stove back into the back of the trailer, loading the dogs back in the car and heading down the road. So it just makes things a whole lot simpler. Also, too, one of the big things that I'm really enjoying is the more comfortable mattress. You know, with the rooftop tents, you know, you can only have such a comfortable mattress, and many of them are pretty good, but because they have to be closed up and compacted and everything, you can only have such, you know, so big of a mattress. You know, in here I have, you know, 7 inches of just, you know, massive comfort, and it's great, and I get a good night's sleep. And that makes my time outdoors a lot more enjoyable because I'm not tired. I get a good night's sleep at night, and then I'm, you know, feeling revived and good the next day and rejuvenated, and I can hit the trails or go out and shoot photography or create videos or do whatever, and I'm not feeling wiped out. So to me, that's a big plus for this trailer. So anyways, if you guys are interested in a trailer like this, definitely give Steve's website a look at. It's www.driftertrailers.com. I'm going to put that down below. I'll also put a link to it in the description. If you guys are looking at a trailer, you should definitely give a look. If you guys want more amenities, if there's something more that you would like him to add to the trailer, you can just talk to him and he can definitely add whatever you need. Just understand that, of course, the price will go up from there. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video informative. If you did, you know, please give it a like. If you have any comments, anything that you think I missed, or any other information you would like to know about the trailer, please leave that down below, and we'll do our best to cover those for you. And we'll see you guys again outside.